Is the universe a song? Is there a song expressed in nature? Is each of our lives one complex song? Here are some thoughts from the heart regarding music and song by a few local Santa Barbara musicians.
Okay, my name is Christopher Story VI. My son, the firstborn male, gets the number. My son's the 7th, his son's the 8th. So we got 3 generations going in Santa Barbara. Music has been a key part of my life since 1966 and before, when I wasn't into classical. But I grew into classical as I became a conductor, and I got out of the pit playing percussion and took the helm of the founder of the West Coast Symphony Orchestra. And I couldn't live without music. I mean, music is a key thing in my life. And somebody say, why do you play what you play? It's because I like it. My motto is, if you can't whistle, stomp, or hum to it, I don't play it. I don't care who wrote it. And so far as I know, the 3 Bs, Bach, Beethoven, and Brahms, they write gorgeous stuff. So I've been able to do that for a long, long time. And emotionally, it's very fulfilling. And, you know, even though I'm not the greatest conductor in the world, I try to keep out of their way so to let the orchestra play. And it's just been a fantastic life.
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Make sure that your umbrella is swinging upside down. So trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it start to thunder, don't run under a tree, 'cause there'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you know the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it start to thunder, don't you run under a tree, 'cause there'll be pennies from heaven for you and me, dear. Pennies from heaven for you and me. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Frank Frost, and I'm a piano player. I've always been a piano player. As 4 or 5, I was picking out notes on the piano, And I always wanted to be a musician, which is something my parents didn't agree with. Anyway, I went in the Army, and while I was in the Army, I was playing, when I wasn't in Korea, I was playing with pickup bands around Washington, D.C. The minute I got out of the Army, came here to Santa Barbara. This was in October of 1953. I joined the Musicians Union. I've been in the union ever since. So I imagine I've worked now and then at every club in Santa Barbara. That's not my real profession. I'm a PhD in ancient history. Most of the time out here, I've been teaching ancient Greek history and archaeology out at UC Santa Barbara. But I've been moonlighting all my life. When I retired from teaching in the 90s, I just kept on working, and in fact I worked until I've been working, well, the last steady job I had ended a couple of years ago when they let everybody go down there at the Biltmore. But I just had a paying gig last week, so it's not steady employment, but I still play and I still love it. Because I started playing the piano, just tinkling on the keys, things I'd heard on the radio. That's been my approach to what I like about certain pieces of music, is the way it hits my ears. And it has to have a beautiful melody, or what I consider a beautiful melody, and a beautiful harmony. And I love big chords and big, deep, emotional chords, you might say. So since I don't hear very well, I've never heard the words very well, the lyrics to tunes, so it's simply the melody that carries me away. Even though the emotionalism of somebody like Tony Bennett or Frank Sinatra or Karen Anderson, that can carry me away too. The tunes I like often turn out to be movie music from the soundtrack or theme song. Something like that's by Paul Weston from the movie Indiscretion. The movie was a throwaway, but the tune was so beautiful. Then there was Michel Legrand wrote a song for a French movie. And you know, nobody's ever heard the movie Sunk Out of Sight, but now this is a very popular tune. A lot of jazz singers do it. You Must Remember Spring. And then there's an old favorite of mine that is one of the most beautiful tunes Henry Mancini ever wrote. He also wrote some very, very beautiful songs, and my favorite, a movie back in the 60s. And once again, I didn't even like the movie. I liked Audrey Hepburn, but the English guy she was hooked up with, I thought he didn't deserve her, and he didn't deserve this song.
Hi, I'm Sandy Cummings. I've been a resident of Santa Barbara since I came to college in 1965. After being a student there for a while, I quit school and went to work there and have retired from university employ as of about 3 years ago. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here to talk about music and its influence on me personally, and I think to some extent what I believe about how it influences others. I have, from a very, very, very young age, been always drawn to music. It has a way of getting into my cells and makes me feel things that surprise me sometimes. Sometimes pain, sometimes laughter. My mom played the piano sometimes, and I would go and try to play, but I don't have the hands, and so I resorted to the vocal instrument as my medium. But I didn't really start to sing until I was in my early 20s, and it happened by accident. And then it was a long time when I didn't sing, due to family constraints and what have you. But it was always in me. I'd sing in the market, I'd sing cleaning the floor, because it made me feel good. And then, when I lost my husband about almost 13 years ago now, I gravitated back toward music because it was something in me that needed expressing. I think I needed to grieve and I needed to laugh again. All I know is that if on a given day I sing a certain song and it resonates with someone else, it gives me the best feeling in the world. There was a song I heard as I was probably 8 years old that Gershwin wrote, for some reason connected in my little soul, and it took me about 50 years before I actually did it. And it's called "Swonderful," and that's the song I chose for you today because there's something special about that, and one day I would like to actually sing that to someone special for me. Wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. Oh, it's awful nice, it's paradise, what I long to see you made. My life so glamorous, you can't blame me for feeling amorous, amorous. It's wonderful, yes, it's marvelous that you should care for me.